I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan, and I begin in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Dear viewers and listeners of Mystical Islam, peace be upon you. In today's world, many people, particularly some Hindus, have created numerous fabricated stories connecting their religious beliefs and practices to the sacred Kaaba in Mecca. They often raise questions about why non-Muslims, specifically Hindus, are not allowed to enter Mecca, and in response, they concoct tales linking their gods to the Kaaba. These fabricated stories have stirred curiosity and confusion among many, and it is essential to address them with truth and clarity. One of the more curious stories is that of a Hindu who allegedly disguised himself and went to perform Hajj in Mecca. What happened to him was something extraordinary, an incident that caused everyone present to cry out in unison, Allahu Akbar. The story I'm about to share is both thought-provoking and faith-inspiring. By the end of this discussion, I believe you too will be compelled to say Allahu Akbar once you learn what unfolded. But before we dive into today's topic, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel Mystical Islam, I invite you to do so now. Be sure to click the bell icon to receive notifications for future videos filled with valuable Islamic content. As Muslims, we know that Mecca is the holiest city in Islam. It is a place of profound spiritual significance. The Kaaba, located in the Masjid al-Haram, is the house of Allah built by Prophet Ibrahim and his son Ismail. According to the command of Allah, Muslims from every corner of the world turn toward this sacred structure during their daily prayers. It is a symbol of unity, faith, and the shared devotion of the Muslim Ummah community. Mecca is not just a geographical location, but the very heart of the Muslim world. It is a place where every Muslim dreams of visiting at least once in their lifetime to perform the Hajj pilgrimage, which is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Each year, millions of Muslims gather in this blessed city to perform the rites of Hajj, circumambulate the Kaaba, and seek forgiveness for their sins. This gathering is a reflection of the unity and equality among all Muslims, regardless of their nationality, race, or social status. The sanctity of Mecca is emphasized in the Quran and Hadith. Allah mentions in Surah Al-Balad, I swear by this city, Mecca, highlighting its revered status. Similarly, in Surah Al-Imran, Allah tells us that the first house built for worship on earth was the Kaaba in Mecca, making it a place of guidance and blessing for all humanity. Moreover, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, expressed his deep love for Mecca, saying that it is the most beloved place to Allah and to him. This sacred city holds immense value, and Allah has forbidden disbelievers and idolaters from entering it. This prohibition serves to preserve the spiritual purity and sanctity of the city. Throughout history, those who have tried to desecrate or attack Mecca have faced dire consequences, as seen in the story of Abraha and the army of elephants, where Allah sent birds carrying stones of baked clay to destroy the invaders. Now, moving on to the story I promised to share with you, this is a powerful testament to Allah's might and wisdom. Let me tell you the story of a man from Kerala, India. His name was Ramesh, and he lived and worked in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. While working there, Ramesh developed a close friendship with a Muslim colleague named Siddiqui. Over time, through his interactions with Siddiqui and living in a Muslim-majority environment, Ramesh became deeply curious about Islam. He found himself drawn to the beauty and simplicity of the Islamic faith, and more specifically, to the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Ramesh was not only impressed by the teachings of Islam, but also by the lifestyle of Muslims around him. He began to appreciate the discipline of daily prayers, the humility of fasting, and the charity and kindness that Islam promotes. Slowly, the seeds of faith began to take root in his heart, and Ramesh realized that Islam held the answers he had been seeking all his life. Eventually, Ramesh made the courageous decision to convert to Islam. Upon his conversion, he chose the name Muzammil, which means the Wrapped One, a name associated with Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Muzammil embraced his new faith with sincerity and devotion, praying 5 times a day and striving to live according to the teachings of Islam. His heart longed to visit the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, and soon this wish would come true. After living as a devout Muslim, Muzammil decided to travel to perform Umrah in Mecca. His heart was filled with excitement and love for the opportunity to visit the holiest places in Islam. Upon reaching Mecca, Muzammil felt an overwhelming sense of peace as he circumambulated the Kaaba, prayed in the Masjid al-Haram, and asked Allah for forgiveness. His soul was in a state of spiritual ecstasy. However, his journey did not end there. After completing his Umrah, Muzammil traveled to Medina to visit the Prophet's mosque, another holy site beloved by Muslims. He spent 2 days in Medina, praying earnestly and making dua, supplication, to Allah. He asked Allah for one final wish: to die in this blessed land. In one of his final prayers, as Muzammil was in a state of prostration, sajda, something remarkable happened. He passed away while in prayer, his soul departing from this world in the most beautiful and serene way a believer could hope for. Muzammil was buried in the holy city of Medina, fulfilling his ultimate desire to leave this world in a place beloved by Allah and His Prophet, peace be upon him. Muzammil's story is a testament to the transformative power of Islam. A man born into a different faith, who sought the truth with sincerity, found his way to Allah. His journey reminds us that when we sincerely seek Allah, He guides us to Him, regardless of our background or past. Muzammil's love for Islam, his devotion, and his desire to live and die as a Muslim were honored by Allah in the most beautiful way possible. This story also underscores the importance of sincerity in our faith. When we turn to Allah with pure hearts, seeking His guidance and forgiveness, He rewards us in ways beyond our imagination. Muzammil's journey from Kerala to Mecca and finally to Medina is an inspiring reminder for all of us to constantly strive for closeness to Allah, to pray with sincerity, and to never lose hope in His mercy. In conclusion, this story of Muzammil teaches us a valuable lesson about faith, sincerity, and devotion. It is a reminder that Allah guides those who seek Him earnestly and rewards them in ways they could never anticipate. Whether we are born into Islam or find it later in life, the path to Allah is open for all who seek it with a sincere heart. We should strive to be like Muzammil, dedicating our lives to worship and seeking Allah's pleasure. Friends, if this story touched your heart, share it with others and let it be a source of inspiration for those who may be struggling with their faith. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, Mystical Islam, for more content that brings us closer to our Creator. Until next time, may Allah guide and protect us all. Peace be upon you.